May is Better Hearing Month, and good hearing, we know it is essential for all ages. So how can we take care of our hearing health and recognize the signs of hearing loss?
We got Dr. Dave Fabry, audiologist and Chief Hearing Health Officer at Starkey, joining us. Thanks so much for being here.
Oh, it's so great to be here.
So why don't we talk with ways to prevent hearing loss and really protect? We'll talk with sort of proactive ways first.
Sure. I mean, and first of all, I do want to say thank you. This is our passion at Starkey. We say hear better, live better. And although we're nearing the end of May, we think better hearing really doesn't occur in a vacuum, and it occurs rather than the month of May, we'd like to say every day that ends in Y should be when we think about better hearing.
Sure. Yeah.
And preventing hearing loss, number one, you can stop aging.
Yeah. Okay. Good plan.
It's my wife's birthday today, so I'm not going to talk about aging today. The other area that is most preventable is noise. We live in a noisy environment, just urban settings. There's constantly noise from construction. So those of us who work in noisy environments, we need to do a better job of thinking about hearing protection, because once hearing loss occurs for the vast majority of people due to noise exposure, it's irreversible. So an ounce of prevention in the form of little earplugs, and we have a division at Starkey called Sound Gear that protects hearing before it occurs, but that ounce of protection is worth a pound of cure in terms of wearing hearing aids later.
You know, you see kids now, wearing headphones, even younger, and I'm curious to know from your perspective, can you tell, or how can you tell if someone younger is losing their hearing? Are there signs to look out for at younger ages that someone could be losing their hearing?
Absolutely, because you bring up a very important point in that people assume that hearing is only an older person's affliction. And the truth is, by the time we reach the age of 71, 2/3 of us have measurable hearing loss. But increasingly, the point that you make, we're all walking around with headphones or earbuds now. Yeah. And when my daughter was young, and we were living in Rochester at the time, that parents came to me and said, how do I know if my child's listening too loud? And in those days, we didn't have these insert or the pods that fit in the ear. And I'd say, if you can hear from a foot away or a few feet away what your child is listening to, that's too loud.
Too loud.
Now, they could be blasting away at levels that are not dissimilar from what someone was facing working on a construction site, and you wouldn't know any difference.
Wow.
The way that you can tell, though, whether they're young or old, is you take young, active, vibrant people and watch them slowly pull apart. They stop going into social situations, because the reality is where we often first notice that we have hearing difficulty is in noisy environments, cocktail party, crowds, parties, things like that.
Ambient noise.
Ambient noise is up, and it's often our family members that notice before we do.
This can be sometimes a difficult conversation, though. How do you recommend people start talking about hearing loss?
It's such a great question, and I've dedicated my career to it's this passion for trying to connect people together, because that's the thing I think that is the big reminder that many of us forget as we become more socially isolated. The consequences of untreated hearing loss include depression, loneliness. Hearing aids can really help with all of that, but when we're sitting in the middle of that bubble, we don't realize it. And so family members can approach it with their loved ones by saying, look, I'm noticing that you don't seem to get the same enjoyment out of parties and family gatherings as you used to. Or like me, I'm a 2-time grandparent now. My oldest just turned 2. The youngest is just 3 months now. And I want to hear everything that those kids are saying. And I think family members can approach it via the connection, not talking about an audiogram or something very clinical, but just the connection to the family. And the technology is not your grandparents' hearing aids anymore. We want to see the transition go from technology of something that people feel like they have to wear to something that they want to have. And they connect to smartphones. You can stream the same as you would with wireless earbuds now.
And that's interesting thing about Dr. Fabry is you never would know it just looking right at him here.
Connection, and honestly, it feels like connection and compassion. That's the key to
Absolutely, and then importantly, the hearing month. Now in June, we're near the end of this. Now June is Men's Health Month and Brain Health Month. Hearing loss doesn't occur in a vacuum. It's connected to both of those and virtually every other connection in every other month throughout the year. And we want people to hear better, live better by increasing awareness for the importance, increasing awareness for family members to know when to talk to their family members about this, and then action. Don't delay. It's often 5 to 7 years.
Right.
From the time a person is told that they should get a hearing test
To when they should.
until they do something.
Well, unfortunately, we have to end the
Yeah,
conversation
doctor,
right there.
thank
But
you
great
Yeah, it's
insight,
very much.
Doctor.